What's up, family? I just got a question for you. How many times are you going to talk you out of what you know you were created to do? And I just logged on to tell you, listen, do it ugly. I know it sounds crazy. Yeah. But how many more excuses are you going to give you? How many more excuses are you going to give yourself? How many times are you going to keep on procrastinating when you know what you were called to do? You're seeing everybody else get ahead of you. You're seeing everybody else do this, that, and the other. Do it ugly. I know you're saying, well, I'm waiting for the editor to help me out with this. I'm waiting for me to have the greatest media team possible, known to man. You're waiting until everything is so perfect. And number one, I want to tell you, perfection is a lie. Yep. Whenever it comes to you posting, whenever it's coming to you putting everything out, your creativity, your craft is never going to be perfect enough for you. And for many of us, we're using perfection as an excuse for procrastination. That's what we're doing. We're calling it perfection, but it's really procrastination. Do it ugly. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect because it never will be. And whenever it is perfect enough, you're always going to find another reason why it's not ready, why you're not ready yet. Time doesn't wait for the perfect you. Let me say that again. Time is not waiting for the perfect you. So why are you waiting for the perfect time? Why are you waiting for the perfect time? You have been fearfully and wonderfully made for such a time as this. Do it now. Don't allow perfection to lie to you. Don't allow yourself to lie to yourself. Stop lying to yourself about this needs to be perfect. You need to sound like this. It needs to look like that. Because generally the perfection comes from a place of comparison. And comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison robs you of what it is that you're supposed to step into and what it is that you're supposed to do. Let it go. Stop talking yourself out of what God wants you to step into. Secondly, as I'm telling you, as we're talking about doing it ugly, do it ugly. Secondly, what I'm telling you is you got to seize the moment. That's right. Seize the moment now. You got to, in order to seize the moment now, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to tell yourself no to procrastination. You're going to have to tell yourself no because here's what no is. No is new opportunity. I'm not waiting. I'm delegating. I'm not waiting. I'm deciding. I'm not waiting. I'm moving. I'm not waiting. I'm going. I'm not waiting. I'm telling myself no. No, I'm not going to procrastinate. No, I'm not going to talk myself out of this opportunity. No, I'm not going to allow the past to be my present prison. No, I'm not going to allow people's opinions to become my prison. No, I'm not going to be worried about who's going to laugh at this or who's going to say this, that, and the other. No, I'm going to do what it is that I was called to do. So I can step into my season of yes. So I can step into my season of success. So here's what you got to do. You got to do it ugly with no followers. You got to do it ugly with no subscribers. You have to do it ugly without all the I's dotted and without all the T's crossed. You got to do it ugly with a few followers. You got to do it ugly with a few subscribers. You got to do it ugly, hear me, until it turns out beautifully. Yeah, that's what I want to tell you. You got to do it ugly until it turns out beautifully. And so many times we're waiting on the perfect finish that we never start. A skyscraper was not built in was not built in the sky. No matter how much we call it a skyscraper, it's not built in the sky. The skyscraper was built not just on ground level surface, it was built below the ground. It's got a foundation. It's not just surface level. And too many times we're focused on surface level. We want to have a skyscraper, but we don't want to build a solid foundation that is below where in many cases many of us don't want to go. It's about starting where it is that you are. It's about starting ugly. It's about doing it without having all the knowledge. Because here's what I understand: a know-it-all really knows nothing at all. It is learning as you're going. It is learning as you're doing. It is you figuring it out one step at a time, figuring out what works, figuring out what does not work. And when you shift your mind to another level, it's never a loss. It's always a lesson. You didn't take an L for loss. You took an L for a lesson, because whatever's not working is not failure. it's just you refocusing. It's not failure, it's feedback. That's what it is. You never fail. You only get feedback. And so here's what I also want you to do. Thirdly, this is what I want you to do. Once you stop stopping and start going. Stop stopping, quit quitting. That's what you got to do. Stop stopping and quit quitting. Why? Because you cannot despise the day of small beginnings. Everybody starts somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. You start where it is that you are and you build up. Let it be as ugly as it needs to be until it gets as perfect as it needs to be, until you perfect it. Because here's what I understand. People are not looking for you to just be so perfect. People are looking for you to be authentic. People are looking for you to be true to you. People are looking for you not to just, have it all together at all times. People want to know that, hey, you've had some tough times. You had some rough roads. You've been through some things. You've overcome some obstacles. And that's why I share my story abundantly, ardently, thoroughly, authentically. That, yeah, many times, hey, I feel like quitting. Sometimes I feel like throwing in the towel. Sometimes I was second guessing certain books that I put out. I didn't know if this is going to work. Sometimes I was throwing things at the wall and seeing if it was going to stick. But here's what I didn't do. I decided not to quit. Doesn't matter if you feel like quitting. Don't quit. Because there's two pains in life. It's the pain of discipline or the pain of consequence. Which pain are you going to take? Which road are you going to venture out on? The pain of consequences, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wish I would have, should have, could have, but didn't do it. The pain of discipline says this: I'm glad I did what I didn't feel like doing, so that I could become better, so that I could grow stronger, so that I could get to where it is that I needed to be. That's you taking onus. That's you taking advantage of the opportunity. Do it ugly until it turns out beautifully. Get all the excuses off the table. Move from excuses into execution. That says, you know what, today I'm going to do this one thing. And this one thing is going to turn into the next thing. And this next thing is going to turn into 10 other things. But I'm going to start where it is that I am, how it is that I am, with what it is that I have. Okay, they got a 4K camera. You got 1080p. Cool. Use what you got. Most people not watching on that type of, most people don't have no 4K anything anyway. They watching on the lowest grade. They're not as so caught up on you as you think they are. You're the only one caught up on you. Get over yourself. If you're going to do it ugly, you got to get over yourself. Stop moving into a place of paralysis by analysis, analysis by paralysis. Fear paralyzes you, faith mobilizes you. Have some courage. Have some faith. Be fearless. Fearless doesn't mean that you don't have any fear at all. It just means that you fear less than most. And that's all you need. All you need is faith the size of a mustard seed to speak to the mountains and say, listen, this is going to move out of my way. Doubt is going to move out of my way today. What people think about me is going to move out of my way today. What people say about me is going to move out of my way today. What I say about me, what I think about me is going to move out of my way today. I'm not going to allow projection to offset and override this project. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it ugly so that it turns out beautifully. And in the ugly is where you learn the lessons. People want to just cross the finish line and say ta-da without ever running their race. Life don't work like that. It's not how it's going to be. It's perseverance to say, greater is he that's within me than he that's in the world. It's perseverance that says, if it's to be, it's up to me. You're the me I'm talking about. You, yes, you. It's time for you to get over yourself. It's time for you to look at yourself and say, we're going to do this. Come on, you got to have that conversation sometime. Self, shrug off the low self-esteem, shrug off the doubt, shrug off the depression, brush your shoulders off and say, self, yo, bruh, sis, talking to you. We're going to make it do what it do, even if we don't feel like doing it, because we know that on the other side of this obstacle is a great opportunity. On the other side of this interpersonal battle is an even greater blessing. That's right. It's an even greater blessing. Let go of the stressing and keep moving by any means necessary. And that's why I really believe that if you're really going to make it happen, if you're really going to make it do what it do, you got to get over yourself. You got to get over the lazy mentality and the negative attitude about what it is that you've been through, who it is that you are. Pretty face plus an ugly attitude makes you an ugly person. And one of the things we have to say to ourselves, no sometimes. We got to tell ourselves no. No, I'm not going to doubt. No, I'm not going to think negative. No, I'm not going to allow other people's opinions to become my prison. No. Yep. No, no, no. Because I'm walking into my season of yes and success. And this is that book that's going to streamline you into it. This is that book that's going to give you the spark to really build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. It's my 19th book. Go get it right now on Amazon as an ebook. You can also get it as a hard copy. You can get it as a signed copy on my website, which is EddieConnorJr.com. Do yourself a favor. Get this book even right now. Go get it right now. You owe you. You owe you right now. You owe this to you to know your no, to know who to know. Because if you can overcome the patterns in your life that keep you tripping up, that keep you stumbling, that keep you stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck, then you can overcome the interpersonal battle. You can overcome the external battle from what people are trying to castigate on you. Go get that book right now. If you want to do more, if you want to become more, if you want to make more, that's what I'm really drawn to. That's what I know I'm called to do. I'm called to help people do more. I'm called to help people become more. I'm called to help people make more. And you can do all this and more while working less. Why don't you go to theeaglesacademy.com and join me for my weekly coaching. Join for weekly coaching from myself. You can get all of my exclusive trainings. You also get to be involved in a private community of entrepreneurs and leaders who are all designed to empower you and to give you the transformation that you desire. It's only $30 a month. As a matter of fact, less than $30 a month right now to join. Less than $30 right now to join. And here's the thing, it's less than a cup of coffee. That's less than the price of a cup of coffee a day. Register now. Something beautiful that's going to be a breakthrough moment is brewing in your life. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap in. I'll see you on my coaching call. I'll see you on my coaching call this and every single Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. I want to see your face in the place. Go ahead and register right now. TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. I know you were transformed by this conversation, so into it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a $5 seat, a $10 seat, a $20 seat, a $25 seat. That's going to help me to do the work that I'm doing, not just online, but also offline, empowering people to overcome obstacles, to do more, to become more, to make more. Impact. Yeah, ideas, impact, and influence. And it is really that flow that is going to empower you to grow. This is a great soil to sow into. Yeah, this is good ground to sow into. You can do that via Cash App, $, Eddie Ministries, also on PayPal, info at EddieConnor.com, and then even on Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how and where to give. Once again, Cash App, Cash App, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info at EddieConnor.com, and then, of course, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm growing your greatness. Help me grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother from another mother family. It's been fun, but you know what, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you are, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right